When you finally know all the sordid details of Victor Lord's past, can you find fault with dear, darling Daddy?
All right, there you go. The quintessential woman you love to hate. The troublemaking Dorian Lord on ABC's One Life to Live. Here's Robin Strasser. Robin Strasser with the summer cut here. Look at
Isn't
this,
it
Joy.
adorable? I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We were
Thank you,
reminiscing
Diane,
about the
didn't
last time we were on together.
Yeah.
We were both wearing a white suit. And we discovered this backstage in the makeup room, and Robin was gracious enough to go back to wardrobe, and she changed her clothes. Wasn't that nice?
Well, that's nice, Robin, because between two white suits, you never see me for a minute. You look real cute, though. And,
Thank you.
But Joy tells me that Robin just...
I read where you just bought your dream house on the West Coast.
I did.
Are you in Los Angeles, Robin?
No, I'm an hour and a half outside of Los Angeles, and I found an old stone and stucco cottage, and it's in the middle of 1.25 acres, and God willing, I just see grandchildren running all over the place.
Oh, this is
I don't have any now. My sons aren't married. No pressure, boys.
But this is where it's going to wind up for you?
Yes, wind up is just an expression, though, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean, the show is here in New York, and you have to live here to do that.
But people are bi-coastal. Things can be worked out.
That's right. It doesn't mean you're a bad person if you're bi-coastal.
That's right. It's a choice.
Yeah, sure. It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
And enjoyed skimming through the book last night. 30 years of memories, and you have been on the show for about nearly 20, right?
Yes, it's nearly 20, with 6 years off for bad behavior.
Yeah.
You
did leave, didn't you?
I did, and I lived in Los Angeles and freelanced, and I did shows like Coach. I played his boss.
Yeah, sure.
And Murphy Brown, a lot of sitcom work, and then a lot of made-for-television movies where real-life crimes were depicted. And, of course, as usual, I was one of the bad guys.
Why is that? Also in here?
From the time I was 3.
Really?
There was Cinderella and the Wicked Witch. I was the Wicked Witch. It didn't matter, you know.
And you have such a sweet face.
Aren't you? Oh, I don't know. Not sometimes. If I think evil, it gets evil. But, you know, listen, it's been a good career.
Well,
am I going to complain?
No, not at all.
6 years must have seemed like a vacation after, you know, doing a soap opera is really hard work, isn't
The schedule, it's not coal mining, but it is intense. Yes, and it takes a certain kind of actor who has the ability to memorize lines, and a self-starter. You don't get much time with your directors, but it's thrilling. It's also like what you do. You're on the balls of your feet. It's improvisatory in many ways.
Balls of my feet? I rarely stand up on this show. I'm on the balls of something else, but not my feet.
I've caught your act.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You got to really stay on your toes if you want to do this. But
absolutely.
You came back, didn't you?
Yes, I did, because the part was so good, and that family unit, life to live story, that canvas. It was a stage I wanted to be on again, and so they were very kind and welcomed me
And now
back.
you don't have to keep a scrapbook, because this book has everything.
Erica Slazak and I did a book signing at Barnes & Noble, and it was the first time that we had seen the book. And both of us were going down memory lane. We were like smiling and moved, and I'm delighted because I don't save any of this stuff.
Yeah, sure.
And there are pictures in there that are amongst my favorites. And I think the selection of photographs is superb, and I really congratulate Gary Warner on this accomplishment, and it's great to know that it'll be preserved this way.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at some of the pictures in here. Now, here's what they say about you. Dorian Lord, deceitful, duplicitous, determined. Dorian is all of that and much more. High and mighty mogul, does everything with conviction. All right?
If you've read some of the dialogue and the margins,
it's kind of funny.
really
But there's one of your
biting.
leading men. He was Michael Zaslow.
That's Michael Zaslow, and Michael has been brought back to the show recently. Michael is suffering from ALS. And yes, indeed. And the show decided, I think it's one of the most wonderful decisions of all the things we've accomplished on the show. This is certainly one which I feel the most proud of, and that is that despite the challenges that he is facing because of ALS, they said, this is a fabulous actor. He was this character, and we will bring him in as he is. And I think it's hard to express this, but you know, people become actors for the most irrational of reasons. It's because we love it, we breathe it, we can't live without it. And so this is like giving Michael medicine. You know, this is to enable him to continue working is the greatest gift.
The best therapy
that we could have offered him.
Sure. All right, another of your great co-stars. Andrea
Evans.
Yes,
Andrea, Regis has a difficult time with that name.
Yes. How is she?
She's doing great.
She's living out on the coast right now, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
apparently.
Of course, she was one of the bad girls on in the
Yes,
series.
Tina and Dorian often, yes, were against
And you
each
even
other.
won an Emmy
Yes.
back in 1982.
Yes, I
You still
did.
have that? In a prominent position in your house?
Oh, absolutely.
No, it's in an old closet somewhere, I'm sure.
Well, wait a minute, you don't know where it is. Where is it?
It's on a shelf just as you enter the doorway, yeah.
So you can't miss it when you walk
You have
in.
to walk in, hi, Emmy, how are you? But first I say hello to my dog, Scooter. Scooter, hi, Emmy. You know?
All right, one more shot now of young Erica Slezak, who's
Yes.
also been with the show for a long, long time, right?
Oh, yes,
How many years?
absolutely.
In the 20s,
We're
I'm
talking
sure.
about 28, I believe.
28,
Yes.
almost a beginner on the
Does
show.
she have the most longevity on the show, Erica?
Yes, I believe she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
She and Dr. Larry Wolek, Michael Storm, who appears intermittently now. But, and that was her first headshot. She was telling me at Barnes & Noble
is that right?
that her father, Walter Slezak, sent her to Rome. She was studying drama in London and said, there's this fabulous photographer. You have to have him take your picture. And that's the picture she got the job with. That was her first professional 8x10.
Well, if you're a fan of One Life to Live, it is all here in
It
this
sure is.
beautiful book. And Robin, thank you very much for coming by. So good to see you, darling.
Good luck with your new house.
Right back with young Steve Burns, okay? From Blues Clues.